So, if you're anything like me, you probably didn't get a chance to watch Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl in theaters, which was way back in October, I think, 2nd and 3rd. I totally missed out on that. I knew I wanted to go see it. I knew I had plans to go see it. And I knew that I either had school or something happened. So that's all in the past. Luckily for us, Funimation has decided that this weekend they would be streaming the movie. And for all of us who didn't get a chance to watch it, you can go to Funimation through the app, their service, and watch the movie now. So, which is not a bad idea because I saw it last night and I have a couple of opinions on it. So without further ado, without getting too spoiler into this movie, Sakta has to make a decision, and it's not an easy one, but it really does kind of show those moment-to-moment seconds where you have to, sometimes in life you have to make a choice, and it's never going to be easy, it's never going to be the 100% right, but it is part of growing up, I think. And the older you get, I think the more and more these choices you have to make. Really interesting that they made this into a movie instead of following the series, because it almost gives it a bow tie ending. Like, this is everything that we have accomplished in the series, and we're gonna put it to the test in this movie, which really does go a long way. When Bunny Senpai first popped up, I remembered it being almost like a wave of refreshing content. The anime was so good in a way that it felt so real, and Sakata just instantly became my favorite protagonist, just because how far he would go to prove a point, how far he would stick his neck out to lend a hand to someone in need, or even just for his own conviction. Even if it was a selfish idea, if he thought it was right, he went for it, and I took a liking to this character because of that. So it's interesting to put him in a position where both ideas, in the grand gist of things, both ideas are correct. Both ideas are noble. Both ideas carry feeling. Both ideas carry weight. To put such a very decisive person in an impossible predicament and just watch everything kind of explode, implode, go sideways, and just really rack your brain about what is the perfect solution, what is the solution that I can come to. Something I really appreciated in this movie, or just in the series itself, it really had a very quirky, almost realistic theories that it throws out there, and it applies them to this story, where even though things are crazy and it doesn't make any sense, it kind of does make sense in a way that we in our reality tend to perceive the universe. I'm a sucker for like sort of intelligent based things like that. I'm a bit of a information sponge, so I do like to learn more. Sure, I love Sezokai joined the pack, but you bet your ass I know that I shouldn't fuck with hyena because they have both parts. I learned something, okay? So you bet your ass Rio Futaba is my number one favorite character series. Just because Sakuta and Mai kind of are OTP, so I don't even want to fuck with that relationship. But Futaba, there's certain scenes where she's already like 2 steps ahead of wherever Sakuta is, and he's like, shit, why didn't I think about that? So I always appreciate those type of characters that really go above and beyond to rack their brains and to find that pursuit of knowledge. So Rio Futaba, best girl. This movie really was kind of like the bow on top, like I said, because it takes all the relationships we kind of built with these characters over the series, and it kind of brought it in a way that really, really makes sense. And I guess kind of going through the whole movie and understanding what it kind of takes to get where we are now at, being very vague, like just saying that in a very vague way. It really is interesting, these steps and just kind of the rules you have to follow to get to a certain place in life, I would say. So that's a nice lesson for you. So, should you watch Bunny Girl Senpai? Well, if you have a Funimation account, first of all, because I believe this is the only place it's streaming, and second of all, if you've seen the series, because it really, really does tie in with this series. I thought it was a good time. I saw it last night, and I had fun with it. It really kind of brought everything home, and it really gave the characters a nice, almost like a polish, because we had established characters, we had known who they are, and now we really get to remember and cement who these characters are and what their alliances and what their mentality and what their feelings really like. So I thought it was cool. I give it about high 7. It's a good time. Again, watch it if you've seen the series. I wouldn't recommend going from here and then going back. If you guys haven't seen it, you have this weekend to go watch it. So let me know what you guys think about it down in the section below, and I will see you guys next time. So ja, matane. But if Fruit Girl Senpai isn't your flavor, or if it's not enough for you, here are 2 more recommendations from us. First up, Steingate, because you got yourself in predicament. You got that sciencey knowledge going on, and you got a mystery that you gotta solve. So Steingate is a 26 episode series. One of my favorites. I would highly recommend that if you haven't seen that. If you're trying to go with something more creative, something more ideological, or something more scientific, I guess. And on the other hand, I would recommend The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, which is a continuation of the Haruhi Suzumiya anime, a little bit like this one. It's a little bit older, but it's another anime that has to do with kind of defying fate and choosing your own path and telling God, hey, fuck off, like I'm gonna choose my own decisions. But I respect those animes, and I do like that mentality of man against a higher power being that, or higher above its own. Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, if you haven't checked that one out, it's a banger, but you'd have to catch up on the series if you really want to get invested with characters similar to this one. So Haruhi Suzumiya if you want more of a character based anime. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys mañana. Chao.